Woo. Okay.
No said.
I'm gonna wait until a couple more people get on.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay.
Ooh, we got lots to talk about.
Well, the Super Bowl. That's what I'm ready for.
Yeah. Let me see. What's poppin', Bambina gang? Good morning, guys. Aw. Scooter said, Momma Bambina. Oh. So, you guys ready for the Super Bowl? The 54th Super Bowl. It's a long time, isn't it, Mom?
Man,
54
we have
years.
fun doing the Super Bowl, and I'm going to enjoy it. Lead that.
Who y'all going for? The 49ers or the Chiefs? I'm a Giants fan all the way, but I'm going for the 49ers.
Well, the Giants ain't doing shit.
Yeah, of course they're not. But
you gotta hang in with your people though. That's how they
go. Good morning, Bethan. Good morning, Allie.
Oh, I can't see over there, but okay.
We'll just say good morning anyway.
Good morning.
That's all good. So yeah. Are you guys gonna be watching the Super Bowl today? Yeah, it's so much stuff. I don't know where to talk about. I want Andy Reid to win. Go Chiefs. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've heard a lot of people say that, actually, Scooter. That's what's up. Okay, cool. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good game. Both teams have really just
worked to get
so trust. That's cool. Ow! Good morning, Nova.
What?
Nova in the house.
Indeed. Cheats, my girl.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is something that I have strayed away from just because overall it's just been like very sad, just the passing of Kobe Bryant and the other families and the others that have lost their lives. I've been praying for the families, and it really made me think a lot about my experience and kind of the things that I remember about Kobe. And one of the things I remember, and then I'm going to move on because I know it's been a lot of this and I don't want to make people sad this morning, but this is actually a good and one of those things that almost you want to talk about and want to think about.
And it's a spiritual day.
So yeah. Hey, there you go.
Let's give it where it needs to be given.
So Kobe, I remember I was like, for sure. I heard he was like 10 years old. And I guess that was like 96 or 90. And me and my grandmother, one thing we used to always do is watch figure skating. We used to love ice skating. And that was like big. And I mean, it doesn't seem to be as big for America now, but it was like really big at the time. So we always watch ice skating. And so it was like a 3-day event going on. It might have been like the second day of the event. And we were watching, and it was the Lakers game was coming on, and it was this whole thing about the Lakers starting this new guy, and he was super young, 17 years old, coming out. He was this big talk. And so, you watch the first game, and I don't really remember a lot about that game. However, me and my grandmother became Kobe fans. Like over the next couple of years, we just watched him grow, and that was just really, really cool. But that's something I really remember. And so what I remember about that is the fact that I was 10 and he was 7 years older than me at that time. So it's like he was young, and he was hungry. He was hungry, and he was in the league that long. So that in itself, and then
to see he do something that they didn't do because he went straight in, right?
Well, there are some other people who did that. I think LeBron did that too. You guys correct me if I'm wrong.
Was before LeBron,
right? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He led that. He was definitely leading when he did that. But the point of it was huge, and the fact that he had such a consistent career for so long was also really huge. So
because they were against stuff like that.
Yeah.
For anyone, even though your talent took you there, they want you to have them degrees.
Oh.
And I understand why, because they have something to fall back on if their career was over.
Yeah.
But some people, they knew what they wanted, and that's what it's about, knowing what you want.
So. Yeah. So. That was good. And really to see how Kobe has inspired so many people is really beautiful, because it shows that his life work was put into that, and it really shows that he did it. You know what I mean? So he lived a full life, even though his life was cut short, which is really beautiful. Good morning, Angela. She said, good morning, Bam and Mom. And so one thing I can say, and I actually reposted this on my Instagram today. So I'm not even going to try to, but one thing that I put on my Instagram that Ron Gruber posted is one side effect of this public Kobe grief is the ability of young Black boys and young Black men to see their heroes mourning, crying and comforting each other, and it be okay. This show of the spectrum of masculinity and expressing emotion is important for Black boys to see, and I absolutely love that. I've been saying that all week, having on my like Black men showing their emotion. It's cool. Like
because they've always said for people to hide it.
Right.
And that's crazy.
It's craziness.
I mean, you don't cry all over
That's
everything.
Right. Exactly.
But, you know,
yeah, it's good.
That's solid. Come on.
You
can't hold shit
let
like that
people, let people
it's
breathe.
ridiculous.
If you're new in the video, please like the video up for us. But yeah, it's important for us to just make each other feel comfortable. And it's ridiculous that
in your own emotions.
But Black men feel like they cannot have emotions. They feel like they
Which
cannot
is why
cry.
they're so bottled up.
Right.
And they got so many other issues going on.
Right, exactly.
Okay, help me out. Help the girl out.
That's all right. So yeah, that part of it is super dope. But yeah, and just I also someone else brought to my perspective that it was cool that him and his daughter were together, Gigi, and even though that's it's kind of dark and bleak, I saw where they were coming from with their statement because she loved basketball. She was he coached, like, I think he helped coach her team, and he had devoted, you guys again, correct me if I'm wrong, he had devoted a lot of his time. Keith said, hey, peace and morning, love you ladies, have a great day.
Beautiful. You too as well.
But he had devoted his time to her growth and said that she was way better than him at her age. Of course, right. And he had really
dedication.
He had really put a lot of himself into like the women's basketball, which women's basketball is often overshadowed by men's basketball. So I thought it was
thing too now.
Listen, been doing their thing. So I think it was dope that he was so into it in that way, and he was so supporting of it, because I feel like Kobe was really pushing that forward, and that was his purpose.
So they shine too.
Definitely.
They work just as hard.
Definitely. And he said, I just recently heard a interview where somebody was saying, oh, Kobe, you got to have a boy because he has all girls. And he said, because he had all girls, excuse me. And he said,
not so.
He said, no.
Yeah, well, God gave him.
He basically had made a comment that, like, nah, like, have you seen my daughter? Like, she smashed any boy, basically. So I thought that was kind of dope. I thought that was
growing
dope.
Up.
Yeah. I thought that was really dope.
Play your butt off.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, rest in peace to all of
his wife.
For sure. Rest in peace to Kobe, to Gigi, and all of the families that were, all of the children that were lost, all of the parents,
the other people that were there that we don't know of,
and
their families. Yeah. Wow, that was crushing.
Yeah.
Right before the Super Bowl, it's just a lot.
Yeah.
He's a prominent figure, but. It happens. Yeah,
January has been a long. Me and my best friend were joking last night that this has been a long 365 days. It feels like January is a year in itself. It's been a lot going on already in January. But
change over.
Another thing that I am appreciative about it is, it just made me kind of realize and just remember that life is very fragile. So appreciate it. Love the people that love you. I'm not saying you should take abuse from people, but if you're holding a grudge that is like stupid, let it go. Talk to them. Try to resolve it, because tomorrow's not promised. Y'all want to look at my little coffee?
And we love
perfect.
Coffee.
We do.
We do.
That's a fact. So we're going to jump right into some of the questions. There were some questions that were asked of us for After Dark, but me and Nova, but they weren't really related to like After Dark questions. So me and Momma Bambina are going to answer them. What is the first thing you notice about a person? That's number one. I'll let you go. You go first.
What's the first thing you notice about a person? is their behavior.
What do you mean?
Their behavior is very important. Okay. Who wants a silly motherfucker around them? All right. Nobody wants a fucking dope. Okay. That's corny. Nah.
Okay.
Say no more. I mean, I'm serious.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. Nobody wants a fucking dope. Okay?
Yeah.
But you want somebody who's kind. Yeah. And somebody who's, you know what I'm saying, genuine.
So that's the first thing you notice about a person. Somebody, if a person is acting kind of goofy.
No, goofy is okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Off the chain, phony. Yo, you know what you like. Everybody have their desires. You have to pick what you like. But at the same time, genuine to me is where I'm at. That's what I want. All right. And so many people are just phony. Phony balonies. Okay. All right. Say no more. Yeah.
Oh, since Nova is on here we go. Get into the nitty gritty. Nova said.
Damn
and then
right.
Stephanie H asked. So we're going to pause that question real quick because Stephanie H, or I can finish mine real quick and then we'll go to Stephanie's question.
You didn't answer.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm going to finish mine. Mama said, you didn't answer. Okay. What's the first thing you notice about a person? I would say their eyes and teeth. Behavior is definitely, that's a good one.
So take care of your teeth.
Yeah.
Take care of them. Oh shit! I ain't got
okay, so yes, behavior is a good one though. I really didn't think about that, but that's definitely a good one. But I would say eyes and teeth. If the teeth are jacked up, it's a turn off, you know. And so for me, that's.
But they can't help. You got to get them fixed.
Yeah, you just got to. That's what I'm saying. Just take care of it. Which we working on it for Mama.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be definitely swell. Shit. I can't like it.
Thank you so much, Chrissy. Thank you. She said, "Hey, Bam and Mama, have a blessed day. Loves coffee time." So Stephanie asked. Her question was, "Well, since Nova is on here, let me ask: How does your partner feel about you guys living with each other as exes?" So Nova, you can answer. They know we just friends, and the relationship was over 5+ years ago. I would say that's kind of the answer as well.
It's tension though. It's a little tension. Let's just keep it funky.
You think so? Share what you think.
It's a little tension because whether or not they're together, I see when they're together, and I love both of them very much. What happens is it's tension because one doesn't know the extension of it. Now, even though the intimacy not there, there's still a passion. And that's the only thing that needs to be understood, that there's a sense of respect for each other's choices. And that's all I got to say about that shit.
What do you mean one doesn't know?
Your partner doesn't know the extension of you and her relationship, but if respect is
she does know. Mm-hmm. Do you mean she doesn't understand?
Maybe so.
Okay, because she knows very well.
She may know, but that doesn't... The vibe that a person may give off is different. You understand? So they have to really
but
know
that doesn't
inside.
have anything to do. So I want to be clear.
Yes,
it's all about the security in your partner. It is. So Nova said that.
So cool.
So
that's what's up.
One thing that needs to be cleared up, because I don't want to I don't want to over talk you, Mom. But one thing needs to be cleared up is that she is very aware. Okay, because the way I perceive what you said is that she did not know. She knows. She knows. Okay. What I think what you just said is that she may not be as secure about
sometimes.
I don't know that to be a fact. That's not something that has been expressed to me but
she's dealing with it. I don't know. It's what
but that's your perception. That's okay. So because we're keeping it real. Okay, we came with y'all this morning raw, no makeup. No, you know what I'm saying? I did brush my teeth. Yeah. I got to moisturize your lips. Yeah. You can't be coming up here with cracked lips now.
That's right.
But I agree. Like Nova said, would you feel okay if your partner lived with their ex? So no. Stephanie, that's a good question. No. Let me answer. So I think it depends on the extent of the situation. So one thing that
if it's financial.
No, not even for me. That's your answer for yourself?
Yeah, because sometimes in the hood you need to stack up together because
it's very expensive. What exactly? What solid is never threatened?
The person I'm with.
Yeah. So for me, what I would say is it depends on the extent of the relationship and what happened. A lot of times in lesbian or same-sex relationships, people initially got together or got acquainted because there was an attraction or something they were interested in. So honestly, more often than not, I have seen people, like, especially when it comes to girls or guys, they were attracted initially, even if that's not what the situation is. Like one of my girl's best friends is somebody she found attractive and was interested in. It just did not flourish into that. So you have to be super, super. You gotta
careful,
be secure in who you are and what you offer.
Exactly.
Because
I feel that now.
All your life, you're gonna meet people who are attracted, who are talented, who have more money. So you have to feel secure in yourself. And so my answer to answer you, Steph, is that it would depend on the situation. If it's like an ex that, was a situation in the past and then they decided to get together and live together all of a sudden, I would question that. Like, that's kind of strange. Yeah. But me and Nova's situation is the situation is just it's a very
well, I don't know because I came in on the back end, but I love both of the girls. So yeah, okay, and as well, I'm very acquainted with her friend. This is what I want to clear up. I do adore her as well. Okay, but I'm going as a mother. That's it.
Tiffany, let's talk.
I care about her.
So Chrissy, good idea. And hey, Chrissy, good idea. And hey. Oh, saying it. Chrissy said, "Bam and Mama need a channel together called Coffee Time." That's a cute idea. Let me jot that down. You like that? You like that, Mom?
Yeah, it sounds good because this is the morning when we talk.
Okay.
Before work,
everything. Okay. So
that's when I get to see you, y'all.
Yeah. Okay. So Stephanie then said, laughing my ass off, let's talk. I have an ex who is a female from back in 2009 that lives in the household as well. But my baby daddy lives here as well, and he doesn't know there was history. It got me fucked up.
Don't say it. I'm sorry.
At this point, Steph, I would not necessarily say anything because
the men take things differently.
Oh my God, do they?
I'm sorry.
Ego is real in men. So I would but I can understand where you're coming from. When me keeping it real, just to so you don't feel like I'm judging you. When me and my partner first got together,
depends on the individual.
She didn't know offhand either, because me and Nova never really probably similar to you and your ex. We just never. Initiated or really acted. No, not even wanted to say it. We don't even put ourselves in that. We don't even look at each other in that way. So we really are genuinely friends and we interact with each other as friends, right?
Very well.
So we don't feel the need. So we don't feel the need to like announce to people, oh, she's my ex. Oh, because that's just not the label that I associate with her. You know what I'm saying? Because she's not an ex in my life. She's very present in my life, and she is a friend and always was. So,
and you don't want the tension. The tension is there.
Yeah. So we have dealt with that. Nova's also dealt with that on her end with other girls, and it can be very drama filled, but it has to have security. It's a lot. But
a lot of extra stuff.
Yeah, it would be a lot of drama, and you don't need the extra. I'm sure it's probably already
stress.
It's already pretty stressful for you to deal with that.
You have a partner that can handle something like that, right? And you don't want to find out afterwards.
Let me get you together.
Here she goes.
Yeah,
but
it
don't matter. Okay, she wants to be right, and that's what's important.
Listen, let me tell you something. I will never let my loved ones be looking crazy. Okay, some people would have you going out. I used to say that all the time.
Boogers in your shit.
Okay. You'd be like, yo, why didn't you tell me that I was looking like that? Because you really look better than me. That's what it was. Hey, man,
bitch. You talking to people.
Good morning, Jess.
Like, oh my God.
Right. Like, why you have me? Why you have me out here looking like that?
Big booger.
If you're just coming into the video, please like the video. Like it up. Ow. So Nova asked me to explain, and I'm gonna kind of elaborate a little bit more for you, Steph, because I know how that can be stressful. But Nova wanted me to explain how we left each other, grew, and came back together. So after our breakup in 2000 and damn, that has been a minute. Nova, it was 2015, 16. I don't even remember. But it was bad because there was there was a lot of tension, a lot of disrespect on both sides.
That's what
the girl she was talking to at the time, she did basically had that same situation where she did not share with her who I was. I was living in the household, obviously in another room, but the girl just saw me as a roommate, and Nova didn't tell her that, we used to deal. So the way she interacted with me, I guess she didn't appreciate it. And so Nova and I didn't really talk for a while. Some of that was because of her. Some of that was because of the relationship I was in. And we also weren't pressed about it because it was 14, 15. Okay, cool. So that's what Nova corrected me, 2014, 2015. So we addressed that. So we really didn't rock with each other because of that. And it wasn't that serious because we had our own stuff going on. So very much so. So then, time progressed. We still had a lot of mutual friends. So people would always ask, like, how are you? How's she doing? And I'm like, I don't know. And so eventually, I don't even remember what prompted us to start talking again. I remember there were a couple things that happened. We still worked for the same company in different locations, but still worked for the same company. And I want to say that Nova's position was dissolving, and so she was actually getting her package and all that, not to tell her business, but I felt the need to reach out to her and ask her like how she was feeling, and she was happy about it. She was very pleased to leave. But I think that's what started our what started our BAM. Do you see yourself? Okay, so we'll attach that, go back to that. But she started so we started talking from there. She was starting up her business and she was reaching out to contacts. And I think the situation with her and Shorty that she was talking to was in a place of uncertainty. So she was like, listen, I cut off this person that was a great friend of me for this person. So that was some of it. And so that taboo was no longer there. So then she and me and her just kind of came back together. We started talking. We actually had real talk about what was going on with us. Yeah, this table. Yeah. Okay. What was going on with us. Yeah, very good.
Okay.
God damn. Okay, coming over, Ma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. It's okay. And we started having real talk about that. And we just really worked it out together and became friends. And so then this is why you shouldn't burn your bridges, why you shouldn't be nasty, because you never know who you're going to need. I'll tell you guys that for many years of my life, I have been surviving, basically just been trying to live. I think I shared the other day on my live that I was homeless for a lot of my
And I had no idea.
Yeah,
I didn't know you was homeless.
Why would you? I mean, I'm not trying to be funny.
World,
right. So I was homeless for
a
long period in my life, and Noah was one of the people that took me in. So when you talk about loyalty and why somebody might feel that way, no matter what all the things that happened, like there was some wild shit that happened in the middle, but there's something when you know that somebody has a heart, when you know that somebody had your back, you cannot change up on them.
And I'm getting a watery.
That's okay. That's okay. You can't switch up on them. And I'm a loyal ass person because those are the people, she helped me survive. You know what I mean? And so it's okay. Do you want some tissue? Are you good? Okay. So that's how that happened. Now to answer your question, Bam, do you see yourself working things out with Nova one day? I don't think there's anything to work out. I mean, we worked out. We worked out. And so we be here. And so
life
I don't
see life.
Did I say Nova? I said Bam.
Life is life.
Oh, Bam. She said, did I say Nova? I said, I know that's right, girl. Nova's in denial. I don't give a fuck. That's what Steph said. I love her. I love it. But one thing I recognize is that
they work on their own lives.
Yeah. She's a great friend, and she's a great in that way, she's a great companion because of her friendship. But as far as us being romantic, I just don't see that being something that's plausible. It's just not. Like, we're really not
that. Change the dynamics of the relationship.
Yeah. And we're really not compatible. We're compatible in the sense that we want a lot of the same things. When it comes to our romantic piece, we're really not compatible. And I'm still trying to find myself. So I feel like when it comes to relationships, sometimes you shouldn't always look backwards. You should you can look at it to grow, but not look at it to I'm very, very happy where me and Nova are right now.
I love both of them. That's my cheeks, and this is my baby.
She called Nova
and
cheeks.
our family got back to my daughter. So I'm cautious about what her choices now, because I'm here. Mm-hmm. And I remember how I started and where my desire to move on, and how I stopped in the middle of everything that I could have grown with. You understand? And everything else changed. So,
girl, I'm hoping that I can help letting off the gas on this. That is a trip. She's talking about, I know if Nova gave him a chance, y'all would run with it. She not letting off the gas.
Okay, well, Steph, maybe you should be hanging with Nova. Okay? All right. I love both of them, and I don't want anything to listen. Let's move on.
You're getting attitude.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's just that sometimes you get too deep. I can't get too deep right now.
You can. That's what the live is for.
I understand that, but I don't know where Steph's going with that, and I'm not going that way.
Okay. Ma is too funny. Anyway,
I'm just keeping it gully because, like, that's a little
Steph and Nova, me and Bam. LB says Steph and Nova and me and Bam.
Yeah, that stuff starts getting twisted up now.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool, Ma. I ain't tripping over.
I got confidence in her though. And she.
Yeah, she.
Yeah.
So, I can go to the second question now. It seems. So. What are some challenges the next generation will face? Do you feel that the next generation will face?
Oh my God!
You talked about some of the
Yes, girl. First of all, dealing with their own issues, finding themselves, finding what they desire to be into. Because now that I'm clean, I think about everything in our future and our kids, and the kids after that. And if y'all not thinking about it, I am. Because this world is, you see everybody, they talk about hunger. Just because you're not hungry now, there's people who are very hungry. And towards the end, it's going to get bad.
Yeah.
Okay, whether they want to check it or not, all you got to do is look what's happening on the news, what's happening in the world. It's going to get crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and I've come from the hood. It's already great.
Yeah.
All right, so I've seen it.
One thing that, just to piggyback off of you, for sure, I appreciate that, is that, you had made the comment that, so as my mom said, she's clean now, right? But she has familiarity with
the streets,
cocaine,
everything,
heroin, pills. However, a lot of
partying.
So one of the things,
homelessness, everything.
One of the things that I was sharing with her is like what the kids are doing now, which is like syrup.
And I didn't know nothing about that.
A lot of MDMA, Molly.
I know about Molly, and I happen to come across.
I mean, you're familiar with like fentanyl and the heroin.
Yes, or that.
Yeah, that.
Of course I am.
And the bath salts. All that stuff is like, I'm not gonna say it's new, but that stuff is like really
they making up as
killing
they go.
These kids. It's really killing these kids.
And they want it. They want the bullshit. I've never seen I'm going to detox and a white boy in there coming to the bathroom with me in the bathroom.
What was he saying?
He wanted some heroin with the
fentanyl. Even though they know it's killing them.
We both trying to go get clean. What's wrong with you, boy? He's in my toilet. I'm in a female toilet.
So he in there trying to get.
He's trying to see if I'm in there doing something so he can get it. So he wants to come and please help me. I'm sick. Yo, cut the fuck. Get the fuck out the female bathroom. What are you doing? He's a little young cute boy, but he didn't give a fuck. We all going to detox. Why you want anything anyway? You still got faith what you got there.
Right. So I would say when it comes to some challenges they're going to face, addiction is going to be a huge.
And my daughter's going to be too strong.
No, that's all right. That's passion there. Yeah. The next generation is definitely going to have a lot of difficulty with addiction. Not that it's not been a difficult thing in the past, but some of the stuff that people are doing, and I mean, I know you're not the meth stuff. We don't even rock with that. That's more of I don't know who does that kind of stuff, but
they do it with the pills. That's a high too.
Yeah, all of it's a high.
Okay, but let me tell you, it's a constant loop. It's a loop, the loop. So if you want to get on the loop, then go right ahead.
LB said, "Yeah, these new kids with their drugs ain't no joke." some of the stuff don't make sense though. I mean, I'm not saying that heroin makes sense,
but look at the underlying desire. It's the shit going on in the households.
Yeah, yeah. And then the other thing that I want to, and my mom brought this to my attention, which I've been familiar with because I'm very passionate about food and animals and everything. And I was actually vegetarian for like almost, I guess it was almost a year. And it was not because of my health. I mean, that obviously was cool, but it was really like a moral thing. Because even, and people joke on me about this, but even eating chicken can be really difficult with me. Like with the bone, especially if the bone is sticking out or something like that, bugs me up. And I know a lot of people.
Have you ever seen a show with the way they kill them animals?
Yeah.
Gross.
It'll fuck you up.
Gross.
It will mess you up. How they treat them.
Torture them.
And people don't understand that.
And when they torture them, can you imagine eating something that's tortured? The desire of what they feeling when you get ready to put in your body. You don't care, but you need to.
Yeah.
Because a pregnant mother, same thing, that's being beat, okay, and tortured. Imagine the baby when it come out, the desires that start right there from the inside the womb. Okay,
how it affects them, basically. Yeah. So the same thing. What she's essentially saying is that these animals, if they are being mistreated, if they are highly stressed, if they're being tortured, and we are eating it, they are releasing chemicals, they're releasing hormones when that's happening. And people are trying to figure out where all these new diseases or this influx in diseases come from. A lot of our ancestors ate these things. I mean, shoot, our ancestors were given scraps, like keeping it funky from their slave masters. And a lot of them didn't deal with these diseases that we're dealing with or at the high level, at this high level. Now, granted, there was a lot of fatality during slavery just from physical abuse. So some people weren't even measured for high blood pressure, or some people weren't even measured for diabetes because they didn't even live to see that, because they were being abused so rapidly. But that's something we need to think about. And they were talking about, you were saying that with all this GMO stuff that they're doing, they are speeding up the process. We're gonna be eating
more and more people.
We're eating fake meat. We're eating fake chicken. All that stuff. So it's we need to be careful. And if we can limit, I think for me, one thing that I'm gonna try my best to do is just you don't gotta eat meat every single meal. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. You can make a small imprint by just kind of scaling back a little. But anyway, we're gonna switch that topic because that is super, super sad. And I encourage you to do your own research on that because it's deep. The third question would be, for what in your life do you feel the most grateful? That's why we got so many fake people. Facts. That's what LB said. Okay. But what in your life do you feel the most grateful for?
To be alive first.
What a time.
Okay. We have choices. And that's what I'm grateful for. That the Creator allowed each and every one of us to make a choice every day. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's what I'm grateful for. And my child ain't coming back. Okay. And then I decided to get saved. And I don't even know, to tell you the truth, I don't know how it happened. But when it happened, it was just automatic in my life. And I just wanted things different. Mm-hmm. So I need to say that because people don't know let me tell you, I stayed out there so long. People don't know what it's going to take to do it. I never knew neither. Okay. But I'm telling you, just search your own soul and talk to the Creator. That's it. Yeah. You can't make appear nothing or nothing like that, but you can search your own soul. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Chrissy Juice said, I'm 50. Mama, stay strong and always keep your head up.
Peace. That's all it is.
The shield of protection is all around you. Stay blessed.
That's right.
She gave you prayers and hearts. Okay. And Nova gave us prayers too. And so I would say I'm grateful for grace. Truly. And I'm trying not to cry.
For her giving me some forgiveness.
But I'm very grateful for grace because based on the things that I have been through, I should not be here right now talking to you guys. And
this is real.
And for strength, because people have attacked me on massive scales and tried to bring me all the way down. And it's almost worked several times where I wanted to take my life. where I wanted to just be done with it, and
these are real issues.
Because I don't allow people to see me in those states, because I don't allow people to just totally control me. I don't. They think that I don't deal with anything.
Every bit of it.
Okay, so I'm very grateful for grace and for the Creator just seeing fit that I don't do any of those things. Having people in my life that have supported me and been there for me.
And I'm grateful for that, because coming back, most children are very angry at their parents. Very. So it's very hard to forgive and really forgive. Right. Yeah. So I'm grateful that my daughter gave me a chance to come back. And I'm afraid sometimes that she'll change, but she hasn't. So I just beg you, just, try. If they don't want to, then you can move on.
Yeah.
Other than that, life got to keep moving.
That's it. Keep on moving. Don't stop moving up time. So that's that. Okay. So thank you guys, and thank you, Chrissy, for all of your love. Thank all of you for all of your love. It really means a lot. I plan to be more open and share with you guys, because I think it'll be really good for my healing and my mom's healing.
Mine too.
I think that the naysayers, the people who have attacked me all these years, who have tried to just crush me and just, oh my gosh, the amount of hate and negativity that I have received. It's because why do you have a song for everything? Because I'm a songbird, baby.
That's
I'm
right.
a songbird. But the people who have done that, and done that because they thought that I was pretending, or thought I was fake, or maybe that my story was so bizarre they didn't believe what I was going through.
Just look.
You're gonna see. You're gonna see. So yes, let's move on, because that's enough tears. Okay.
Yeah. In the morning,
keeping
right?
Keeping you and Mom in prayers, ma'am. Thank you so much, Bethan. Bethan's for keeping us in prayers. Thank you so much. We need all the prayers.
Okay.
Whew,
I'm doing a lot of praying too. Believe that.
Got to. You have to. Okay. So the fourth question was, what 3 habits will improve your life?
What 3 habits? I don't know. Probably getting up in the morning, doing your daily routine. Even though routine. Even though routine is every day, all the time, it's necessary.
Creating healthy habits, healthy routines.
And
I would say for me, I'll give you some time to think if you want. Yeah. For me, it's going to be creating an active routine, any kind of activity. I want to say, like, to myself, okay, you're going to be active for 3 times out of the week, or 4 times out of the week, and really sticking to that. Eating healthier, because I know those things affect my mood and my mental health. And so the sugar is a big part of the mental health and the things that it triggers. So that's something I'm going to do my best. That's a habit. So less sugar, more activity. So that's 2. And my spirituality, continue to work on my spiritual growth. And I think that everything will come together. Even my career, my destiny, the things I want to do. I really want to full-time be able to talk to you guys, full-time be able to write. I want to inspire people and get people. I want to help people like my mother who feel trapped in a drug lifestyle, who feel like they don't have anywhere to go. I want to help children like me who grew up not feeling like they mattered, or like they were enough, because they felt like their parents chose a lifestyle over them. And so it's I want to have an impact. Yeah. And obviously everybody has a place. So, a job where you sit behind a desk, you process insurance, or you talk to doctors, all these things are important. But I know that my passion and that my purpose lies in this. And that's just what I want to do. So I think that all those things would improve my life.
Okay, and mine was the routine and prayer. Prayer is necessary in the shower, and you don't have to do it out loud. You can do it within, which is why the truth is so important. And because that's the prayer that's really heard.
Right.
You understand? The true prayer. So, and it's one more.
Yeah,
I have to come back to you on that.
That's cool. That's cool. Fair enough. Okay, so we're gonna move right on. Those were the leftover questions. Good morning, Bree. She said, "Good morning, beautiful ladies."
You too.
So the next thing I wanted to talk about was, have y'all seen all this stuff about Puffy and Mace? Puff and Mace. Depending on how old you are, you may refer to Puff Daddy or Puff as P Diddy. Or what's some of his other names? Diddy.
Okay.
He done changed the name about 3 times a week. 4 or 5 times.
Who he is.
Okay. That's deep, man. That's deep. Okay. But what we gonna talk about, what we definitely gonna talk about is Mace and his tweet was it a tweet or a text? But basically Mace made a tweet, just to tell you mine, where he was basically saying, okay, so let me actually start from the beginning. Okay, Mason needed his motherfucking money. Nova said Mason needed his money.
That's right.
So Puff Daddy received an industry icon award during last week at the Grammys. And he made a beautiful speech about how the Grammys hasn't supported essentially Black music and we need to kind of have our own thing. And it was a beautiful speech. But one of the things he said in the speech is basically that artists need to get their money and artists need to get their work. And so Mace comes up. Mace and Beth, you remember Mace and him? Of course. All right. Because Mace was from Harlem. You know, he was from, where was Diddy from? Was he from Brooklyn or Queens?
Yeah, but Puff. No.
We know Biggie was from Brooklyn.
Biggie. But Puff was dealing with him. I don't know if he was from Brooklyn or what.
Let me see if I can find this tweet. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. But
I know that he started rocking with Big, and that's when everything started happening.
Right.
Because he was dancing. He was
for sure.
He was doing his thing. That's what the media said.
Yes.
He was trying to, build the Black singers.
Yes.
But he
absolutely
got shut down for a minute. So I guess that's why he's saying support the Black singers.
So
there's a lot of talented people though.
The thing
in
about
other areas.
So let me see if I can find it. Okay, it was an Instagram post. Mm-hmm. So basically, he says. So he posted actually a picture and a status from Meek Mill, which that status was from like a couple of months ago, where Meek Mill was saying, "What's up with all these different race men? Got all these young Black kids in slave contracts in the music business. Come get with us if you need help fixing your situation." Hashtag Dream Chasers and Rock Nation. It's literally stealing now. We found something we can get rich off. So I'll explain that, what he's saying. What Meek Mill is talking about is how these kids are being brought into these contracts and they're terrible recording contracts. So basically, they're like slave contracts because they're not getting, like Birdman did Lil Wayne. They're not making they're making mad money off of these kids and they're not getting anything back. These children are not getting anything back of these kids. So Mace posted that and then said, Diddy added the motherfucker. He added him. He didn't even say just Diddy. He added him so he could know.
Keep it fucking real, I say.
Right.
Okay. So I heard. Don't look at the pretty money. Okay. It's not your money.
He said, "I heard your Grammy speech about how you are now for the artist and about the artist and how the artist must take that control. So I will be the first to take the initiative." Okay.
Good also, boy. That's what I'm talking about.
Also, before we ask of other ethnicities to do us right, we should ask us as Black people better, especially the creators. I heard you loud and clear. And when you said that you are now for the artist, and that my response is, if you want to see change, you can make a change today by starting with yourself.
Exactly.
Your past business practices knowingly have purposely starved your artists and been extremely unfair to the same artist that helped you obtain.
Yeah.
Good morning, Casey. Helped you obtain icon award.
Nice.
That icon award on the iconic Bad Boy label. For example, now this is where it gets real. Because when we talking about numbers don't lie.
Okay.
For example, you still got my publishing from 24 years ago, in which you gave me $20,000. That's not shit.
Motherfucker.
That's not shit. Okay, which makes me never
he made millions.
Okay, which makes me never want to work with you as an artist. Wouldn't, because you're robbing
in front of all them people and told a bold-faced motherfucking lie.
Period. robbing you and tarnishing your name when you don't want to comply with his horrendous business model.
You see?
Basically, he goes on to say, to add to insult, you kept screaming Black excellence and love, but I know love isn't free. So I offered you $2 million in cash just a few days ago to sell me back my publishing. As his biggest artist alive, okay? Alive is the key word. That always shows you respect for giving me an opportunity at 19 years old. Your response was, if I can match what the European guy offered him, that would be the only way to get it back.
You remember what the fuck you went through. So how in the hell you gonna be like that?
You bought my...
I know it's about business, but come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. You can work it out.
That's right, because...
You can work it the fuck out if you want to.
Yeah, because these are the people that built you. These are the people that built you, okay?
So you're doing exactly the same thing people did to you. So what makes you any different? You're not being any different. Right. You're being the same way to stay in the position you are, but you're getting an award for helping. You crazy, stinking motherfucker.
Period. Okay?
So you understand people kissing your motherfucking ass. You making moves and doing all this. You don't need your young artist money like that, do you? No. You just fucking robbing them like the next motherfucker because you was there. Don't you remember where you was? Lying motherfucker, you should be shot. I'm not saying to be shot, though. Don't think that. I'm just saying. Shot down, I mean.
Boy. I mean, you definitely shouldn't at least have that success and be
That's crazy, though. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. This is what I'm saying. You shining, your teeth are shining, but you ain't brushing your motherfucking teeth.
Right. Really, so you're not really taking care of what you need to be taken care of.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
I'm good.
You.
Yeah, you no sugar in there. She trying to give
I
me
put a little
sugar.
Sugar yeah.
She trying to give me no sugar.
I put a little bit in there.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
Not enough, but it's cool. I'm gonna work with her on this challenge. I'm gonna try.
We'll get into that in a minute. Okay. So basically, he's saying,
I just get real crazy.
No, and that's okay.
It's just not. No, it's just not.
It's
nice.
not nice. So he basically said,
phony.
You bought my publishing for $20K. I offered you $2 million in cash. This is not Black excellence at all. When our own race is enslaving us, it is about us owning. It can't be about us owning each other. It can't clearly be about us owning each other. No more hiding behind love is what May said. You change, give the artists back their money so they can take care of their families.
And they got mothers, children, girls. A few of them that maybe.
Casey, we're talking about Puff and Mace.
Oh my God. It's sad. Mm-hmm. It's sad because I see what's going on in the hood and God's trying to come up.
Okay.
They practice and when they books, they practice in the house, they practice in the mirror, they practice everywhere.
Right. And
they practice on each other.
Just want to get a word in.
I'm sorry.
Okay. But that's okay. That's cool. Okay. But what I was gonna say is I have said for many years, people used to always, I used to play around and rap and stuff like that. I don't rap. But people used to always say, if you could get signed, but I did used to sing. And people used to say, if Puffy wanted to sign you, would you sign with him? And I'd be like, hell no. Hell no. Not just because of the bad deals, but because his artists eventually, because of their bad deals, they just stop making music. Because they don't want to make music for this man. And just like your job, whatever job you do, if you don't feel appreciated, if you don't feel like you're being compensated properly, and you slaving, you ain't gonna do that work like it need to be done. You're gonna do the bare minimum what you need to do so you don't get called out, and you're gonna try to slide your ass up out of there. So I wrote down a couple acts that I am familiar with that Puffy has had, and these are amazing artists, right? That I know about that Puffy has had, and only a couple of them have been able to get out of their contracts due legally or by the force of hand. Okay, so Craig Mack is deceased. The Locks, and we'll get back to them in a minute. Big, he's deceased. 112 Total, Faith Evans, Little Kim, The Band, Young Jock, 8 Ball, and MJG. And Machine Gun Kelly, Shine. We already know what happened to Shine. We can get back to that too. And it's crazy because I'm gonna cut this off for a sec. Well, actually, let me just finish. G-Dep, Boys in the Hood, which was Jeezy's previous group, if you guys don't know. J26, Gorilla Zoe, B5. Y'all probably don't even remember them. Cassie, Black Rob, Carl Thomas, and that's just a couple of them. Those artists were all fire. All of them were amazing. So let's go back to first of all, let's go back to Sean. Wow. Sean got locked up, took that charge for Puff, for that gun, and still dealing with it to this day. People talk about, I want to make this comment. People talk about Hov all the time and how Jay-Z is a businessman and he's self-preserving. Nah, Puff is self-preserving for sure. Like, and I'm not taking up for Hov because I don't know him on a personal level. I only know his artistry and his philanthropy. But Puff is out there on Front Street. Niggas know Puff do not give a fuck about these artists. He give a fuck about the bag, okay? Super talented individual. Let's go back to people like Total.
I don't know about this, like.
Mace is one of them. Gorilla Zoe. All these had Major G-Dep. They all had these crazy ass singles that just blew them out the water. We do have people like French Montana that are still rocking with Puff. I guess Machine Gun Kelly, but French Montana, I don't know what his deal consists of.
Exactly.
I don't. But he's still rocking, making music. Day 26 and what's the other group? Danity Kane. Screwed over. And then let's go back to the Locks real quick, because I remember in the 90s when the Locks was trying to get out of their contract. First of all, because they just felt like Bad Boy didn't really fit their image because they were a little harder. And so they were trying to go to Rough Riders, and which is what they eventually did. That is one of the few cases where they were actually able to get their publishing and royalties. Hey, Diamond. And, I'm not saying that they roughed him up or had to work. I'm not saying it, but they some real street dudes from Yonkers. So it's a possibility that there was a little bit of muscle that encouraged Puff
in the hood.
Okay, now the person that was over Rough Riders, I think his name is D.
Terrible.
D and Puff, I think their families go way back. So that could have been why they were able to do that. Mm-hmm. Puffy was the only one getting paid, period. Yes. Good morning, Patricia.
Puffy was the only one getting paid. Though, but not to help him.
He was getting all that money back and more. He's getting all the money back and more. And to me,
he put a lot of money into
it's sad. It's sad that
not to help them. Yeah. And when they felt like they're dealing with a few artists, and if it's for them, they all gotta rock the same way. Mm-hmm. So signing a $20,000 or
$20,000 is not shit, y'all.
Believe me, I ran through 30. So
listen,
30,000 ain't no money.
Okay, I feel you, sis. But yeah, so Puff is truly a businessman, and I get it. Hope is a businessman, and I understand that from the aspect, like I understand as a businesswoman that you have to. You have to make business decisions that may not be conducive to everyone. But when it comes to you, and if it was just one or two, but y'all, I just named 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's just, and that's not even all of them. 21, because with Mace in there too. 21 artists that have been screwed over by Bad Boy. And again, I love Puff. I love the Black excellence in the regard of wealth. But when you're getting wealth on the backs of others, that's literally like, and you don't want people to come along with you at all. It's a mixed message. It's a mixed message, and you have to let me know what's real or not. And I'm not trying to assassinate his character. I'm just bringing up something because honestly, even that was conditioned in us in slavery. It may not even be something he's doing intentionally. It's a survival instinct. Again, self-preservation.
Yeah,
but you have to
take care of people that's bringing you money.
And you have to point it out. You have to bring it to people's attention so they know what's up. So if I just sat here and didn't say anything, that's not love. You got to let people know, yo, what you're doing is not right. Which is why, like Shorty said earlier, I don't know who said it, but she said that's why Young M.A. that's called bad business. Facts, Nova. She said that's why Young M.A. is independent. Look, I'm all hyped up because music is something I'm very passionate about, guys.
She is.
Out of everything, if somebody was to ask me what my dream job would be, it'd probably be a music exec or something in the music industry. I was talking to my mom the other day, and you didn't even know I played clarinet for like 13, 14 years.
I didn't.
Marching band, concert band. I know how to read music. I love music.
Wow.
The reasons I stopped doing music had nothing to do with music, everything to do with people, because people are stupid sometimes, as we're talking right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's really deep. You know, and then it's these thought processes, and it's crazy because again, I don't know how anybody feels. Love is real, and sometimes it hurts. It's true, and I don't know how people feel about this, but I felt some type of way. I know that Big and Puff were close, right? I know that was his best friend, but I feel some type of way about him. Kind of, I mean, damn, I'm kind of just still riding the coattail of being Big's best friend over all these years. It made me feel some type of way, even with Kim Porter. Is that her name? I think that's her name. His ex-wife. Puff didn't really do her well. He didn't treat her right. He didn't treat her right. Now that she's gone, he all broke up about it because he didn't treat her right. I mean, it's real. It's like nobody wants to say these things because they're kind of insensitive, but it's real. It's Kim Porter was so diligent with him, was very, loving to him. She was openly, and he would just violate her over and over. And people will tell you that in the industry. That's well known. Yes, so, the fact that she has passed on now, and from Kim Porter, that was it's one of his baby mothers, her.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she passed on. She also had a child with DeBarge. Which
one
is
of the Bars brothers?
Yes, girl. He's fine.
How can they say?
And her baby is fine too. I'm about to show you to him, but this is them when they were together. She was a model, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But let me show you her son with DeBarge.
Women, honey.
Definitely. Cassie. Did I say Cassie for the artist? Because that was another woman he screwed over. Now she got her a man that's taking care of. And that's the thing about Puff. He got all this money, but y'all, I know that he got some shit with him. But this is the child she got with DeBarge.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
He is. I think his name is Justin.
That jacket was slaying.
Okay. But she was gorgeous. Those are the twins that she had with Puff. Those are the twins. Yeah, they're cute. They're much older now. All of them are much older.
Yes.
She rocked it with him. And then, this is a picture with Cassie, him, and Kim, this is his. I mean, I think they were engaged at one point. But she was gorgeous. She really was. And that's another child. That's another child they had together. Oh. Yeah. It's just terrible. But, no, Chris Williams is dad.
Well, how did she die?
Chris Williams is dad.
Did she die?
Williams is dad? I don't know what that means.
Chris Williams. Dad.
Maybe she's correcting something I said.
Oh, that was Chris Williams' dad?
Maybe.
What happened to his wife?
What you mean?
You said she's dead.
Yeah, she had a lung infection, I think. Or she passed away in her sleep, though. Yeah, it was really sad. And he was really messed up. And I think the anniversary recently came.
Things need to be felt.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
On a real spiritual level. You can't hide what you're doing by yourself.
Yeah, his name is Quincy. I'm so sorry. I lied. It's not DeBarge. I'll be sure.
She didn't know.
I made a mistake. You're right. I'll be sure. No one child is by I'll be sure. Thank you, Pat.
I'll be sure.
That's what he's fine too. That's what I'm saying.
That's a fact.
Yeah, fine as hell. But yeah, that's Quincy. So yeah, it shows me that that karma hit him very hard as of late. Chris his dad. And then I'm sorry, I may be wrong, but his dad is I'll be sure. No, you're right, Chrissy. You're absolutely right. So cool. We're gonna move on from that, but that is just to say, if you're saying something, no matter where you're at, that's why it's just important.
We're gonna answer it.
Be honest. Be honest. I would encourage Puff to come from if you're going to be saying stuff like he's saying, you gotta come for real. You cannot, because there are people that you have affected their lives. You gotta be real, because these people are gonna start calling you out because you live in lavish, and they have been working. And what May said is he waited until he was able to financially be okay to say what he had to say. That to me is just, it's not right.
And he's singing, and he's just singing his truth.
Yeah.
So if that happened to him and he's still strong,
you already know
the ones he broke.
And I know,
he broke. When I say broke,
I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
Absolutely.
So I know exactly what you mean. So they, the thing also about them is he had a Bad Boy reunion tour last year, the year before. I wonder how they got paid off of that. But I just am gonna keep praying for Puff and keep praying for these artists that they can come to some terms, because with all the money he got, he can certainly work something out with all of them, every single one of them,
so that they can start their careers over again if they
or
should,
have some
or
come to some sort of agreement and be
if
okay.
they want to.
Not even necessarily. I mean, start their careers if they want to, but also just be okay for their families, because they gave him a lot of years and a lot of money, made him a lot of money. So moving right along.
Okay, let's do that.
I am going to talk about. The other day I was talking to one of my friends, and she was dealing with her lady time. Truthfully, I don't think Diddy considers himself to be one of them. Patricia, elaborate, please. What you mean by that? Because I'm interested. One of them, like
how,
like of African. I don't know. We're gonna wait for it. But but while we're waiting for that, I'm gonna go into this story because it's super cute. And just super real. And I want to know what you guys think about it, especially if you're religious people.
It should be
at the bottom. Oh shoot. So Puff, a thief. Oh shit! Yeah, he doesn't.
We're just saying that
he doesn't consider himself a thief, but he is. When you let someone talk long enough, they tell on themselves. Absolutely,
all the time.
Absolutely,
I knew that to be true.
Okay. So the story that we were saying is one of my girlfriends was on her lady friend, and she was like basically saying, damn Eve or something like that, she said. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Paradise Lost and some of these other texts that give a story of kind of the Adam and Eve story that are just more creative, just tellings of it in a different way. But when I read Paradise Lost, it made me think of two things. One, the story of Adam and Eve. So if you're not familiar, Adam, God making Adam and Eve, and then Eve, and God telling them not to eat the apple, and Eve ate the apple and told Adam to eat the apple. And when God came and said, "Why did y'all eat the apple?" the first thing Adam said is, "Eve made me do it." Okay. So from the jump, the story is so crazy and honestly kind of comical, because immediately the man did not want to take responsibility for what happened. He wanted to blame the woman, even though he was told that you're going to give her part of your rib and all this other stuff. That's what the story says. So my friend was like, damn Eve for this, basically.
Exactly.
And I was like, why? You're doing that. And she was like, because she ate the apple. So I was like, oh, well, it wasn't a real apple. And she was like, what? And then me and my mom got to talking about it. And she was like, oh, you know that too. Okay. And I said, oh yeah, my grandmother, she broke it down that was just a metaphor. And I don't know if you guys
really
ever
think that an apple's 8 and you just got knowledge of self.
No.
Okay, it's really the mind.
The mind.
The mind.
Yeah, the mind. So the apple was truly a metaphor for self-knowledge, knowing I perceived it as the apple was that physical. God did not want them to be physical or sexual, because when they ate the apple, what happened? They saw their naked bodies. So they were aware that, oh, that's what you're working with. Oh, this is what I'm working with.
Now they want to hide.
And now they want to hide because they're ashamed. And that's where the shame comes in.
Mm-hmm.
The snake, my grandma broke it down this way, and it could be, she was like, that snake,
I'm going to leave that go.
It may have metaphorically looked like a snake, but we ain't talking about no just serpent up in there. Okay? Y'all get the point, right? Y'all get it or not? Okay? So that snake that came in there and tempted Eve wasn't no motherfucking serpent. It may have, okay? And I don't get into it too much more, but if you can't read between them lines, then it'll come to you. That's it. It'll come to you next time. So, when God came to them, if this is your belief, then it was more so on the grounds of, I didn't, because if you read through the text of the Bible, it will show you that God is jealous, and he likes to be in control.
Hello.
And so if you're doing something without him being in control or saying yes, then there's going to be consequences. That's basically what the Bible reads all through the book.
And that is remember this.
So that is what the story of Adam and Eve was. So I just thought I would share that with you because I don't know if people have that perspective. And I felt like that was important because I never thought it was a physical because I wasn't taught that way. But some people really thought he broke Kim Porter's nose. Daughters of the First Dawn, I didn't even know that, but I did know there was physical stuff. So what she's educating us on is that Diddy had broke Kim Porter's nose at one point. You
see what I'm saying? Because he can't take her strength. That's what that was about.
When men do that. That's how it is.
When they kicking the real stuff, they want you to shut up.
Right. How can you be Biggie's best friend and sell him? Girl, you getting deep now. The questions that need answers, okay?
And she can do some research because that's her
no,
field.
but I will do the research on it. But that's what that is. So when it comes to Eve and Adam, when it comes to God, I don't mean to disrespect anyone. So I want to make that clear. But that's what it is. Like, that jealous come on, let's keep it real. Outside of that, and so I think that's why a lot of people have issues with Christianity because they have a hard time believing that the person that is their creator and is so jealous, is so
this is how you have to do it. Right. That ain't what it meant at all.
But
you have to find self first.
And that's in religion, in spirituality, that's what I mean. You got to get your own relationship with the creator to see what it is that he can speak to you. Because sometimes the guidance that these leaders and these church people, preachers, everything but being a child of God. It's their own motives behind it. You see so anyway, I just wanted to share that little story with y'all. So that's that.
That's a good thing.
Now, Mom wanted me to talk about something in reference to her hair and her cutting her hair. So
I cut it because I don't want to do
it. But you also cut it because you were flat ironing it.
I burnt it.
Burnt it on the side because she burnt it off, but it's starting to grow back now. So she cut it so it could have that fresh. She said that
I wanted to cut it anyway.
She didn't know. She didn't know that, and I was telling her that when it comes to my hair, like I like my natural curls, but I do like to straighten it. Too. Obviously, that's where I got it from. I do like to straighten it. But I straighten my hair like maybe every 3 months. And there's nothing wrong with straightening your hair, especially if you always wear a straight look. But if you like to go back and forth, it's best to give your hair a break. Make sure you are really treating it. If you're just coming into the video, please give me a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. But heat damage is real, y'all. Like you cannot flat iron your hair all the time and think your curls are gonna pop, especially if you have softer curls, because they are going to. It's gonna be her and Nova have cut theirs. Bam is like, I've cut my hair before, Pat. I wanted to cut my hair again, but I'm gonna chill. Hey Bam, hey Kayla. I said, hey Bam, my goodness. Okay, so now I'm a daughter of the First Dawn again. How can you be Biggie's best friend when you buy his royalties for less than $20,000? He did Biggie how he did Mace, and that is fucked up. I know that to be a fact, actually. He was doing that to all of his artists. That's what I'm saying. Okay. You buying their
he's a millionaire now. And he's getting the icon award.
Yes, and he gets paid off of Biggie still. Which is why I said I feel Faith. But see, Faith was one of the smart ones like the Lock, so she was able to get herself out of it.
She's smart. Still doing her thing.
Yeah. She writes for people. She's gotten money in different ways until she got out of her contract. But you'll notice that a lot of those artists didn't do anything for years. Because they didn't want to be under that.
Give him no money.
Right.
Why? Because he wasn't giving them nothing back. Mm-hmm. That's just like in the hood. Motherfuckers want to get rich off you, want to give you nothing scraps. Mm-hmm. Get out of here. Mm-hmm. Get out of here. That ain't happening.
Facts. So, that's that. It is sad. But I want to, I remember on the live we were talking about the hair. So basically you cannot flat iron your hair all the time if you want straight hair. And I will do more videos on hair and different things if you want, because the health of my hair has been something I've always been very passionate about. And
I had no idea. So
yes, but, and that's what it is. So mine brought to my attention. A lot of people don't know.
I don't.
So
can I say something?
Yeah.
I always had curly hair, natural hair, this and the other. But of course, as you get older and your hair get thinner, you want to do something different. Now, I've always colored my hair, which kind of made it thinner and took it out. But I still never put product in my hair. So maybe that's what saved me. But because I didn't have to. But we grow up, you know what I'm saying? I have family who have good hair, this and other, and I'm so impressed with the dreads now. But again, whatever anybody wants to do, you can't do it. Just do it healthy. And she's showing me this and other. Because when I did it, girl, I put the iron there, okay? And it looked pretty. I went to brush it, and all my fucking hair was it. I cried like a fucking baby. Yo.
I'm not laughing at you, though. You know
No,
right.
It's sad, though. Because when you see some, because I don't know, I never went to the beauty parlor. I ain't do all that shit. Okay, so somebody to tell me that you can't do that.
Yeah.
I found out the hard fucking way.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people can't afford to always go to the beauty
It
salon.
wasn't even so much afford because mommy used to try to take me.
I'm just sharing with other people
I
who
didn't
may
know.
be
I didn't want to
experiencing the same
because I
thing.
didn't. Right. I didn't care to go there, I didn't care. She wanted me to care about it, but I felt there was no need for me to go.
Yeah.
Why am I here, Mom? You know?
But I'm saying that some people who have that same experience as you, it's not because they didn't feel there was a need to go, they can't afford it. So it's important to teach people how to care for it themselves. That's the point I was making.
Okay, thank you. Because I didn't know. I didn't never.
Yeah. So
be there.
Switch gears a little bit. So that's something we'll talk about. You play the clarinet. That's what's up. I play the viola. I'm taking a jazz and popular music class right now this semester. That is super dope, Casey. Yeah, I play the clarinet. I was first clarinet actually for many years. I was in a symphony. I did concert band. I did marching band. I was very active in high school. Actually, I did cheerleading for 3 years. I played basketball for a year. I was student government. I was I did a lot of stuff. Track and field, and a lot of that was because I lived in a very violent household, so I wanted to stay away from that as much as possible. So at the time in high school with my grandmother, but that's a whole nother video. So Patricia said, "Damn, that's sad. Hair can be traumatized, and it definitely can."
Shit, you ain't what?
Yeah, so
that's your image.
But my mom has always worn like gold, blonde hues in her hair. So, we're going to get her 100% back to where she was too soon.
Yeah.
Unless you like the grays. You like the grays?
I like some of it. Yeah. Not all of it.
Embracing some of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Beautiful, I love it. Yes, it is. Because I'm getting older and I ain't going to be beautiful. Yes, it is.
So, yeah, but T did hook you up.
Yes, he did.
That haircut looking good.
Shit.
Hair is so pretty.
Yeah, right?
But
I'm happy.
Yeah. You showing the back. Oh, yes. T said when a man grab your neck like that, that's how you know. That's what my barber said.
Oh, young fine ass kid.
Your best. Anyway, guys. So I'm gonna get right into watch all of the Gene Deals interviews. He was his bodyguard for years. He airs all Diddy business out. Gene Deals interviews. Okay, let me write that down. I need to know.
That's right. We can talk
about it. That's what I'm saying. You cannot do dirty stuff to people in the dark and think it's never going to come to light.
That's right.
The light is always turned on. People get sick and tired, and then eventually,
and you got to get old too, man.
That's it. And your kid, and
everybody fucking gets old.
And the thing that's fucked up about it, then your kids got to deal with it. Then your grandkids got to deal with it.
The fucking hate. Or the love.
You don't think about all of that,
Not when you in it. Like right. You're right. Mm-hmm. Not when you in it. It's all about you, baby.
And that's why, going back to the initial question of the generation, that's the type of stuff the generations have to deal with because trauma is not something always that happens in your generation. Oftentimes it's passed down from a great grandparent or a grandparent before that. The curses of drug abuse, the curses of alcohol abuse, how we
deal with it.
Yeah, how we deal to it. That's why I thought that J. Cole's album Kids on Drugs was was brilliant. And passionate, yeah, because it's like it's an issue.
See it, to be in it, to feel it, to go through it, and a lot of people can't get the fuck out of it because they think it feels good, but then it destroys them.
Wow! It's heavy, y'all. Heavy. Well, we're gonna switch gears a little bit. Yeah, it is, Mom. We're gonna switch gears a little bit.
Yeah, I know the darkness.
And talk about our weight loss challenge. So I mentioned the other day on my live that I wanted to do a weight loss challenge and really just a total health challenge because I know that it's something that a lot of people are struggling with, and it's me. And oftentimes when money gets involved, it's a lot easier because we all need money. So basically, whoever wants in, this is the idea I have. If you're interested, you can let me know in the notes. I can let you know in the notes. I mean, let me know in in the comments, or let me know, not in the live necessarily. You can, but I also need it in the comments, or you can email me and I'll drop that in the description box. But basically, whoever wants in, it'll be $20 to enter. There'll be 3 weigh-ins. There'll be an initial weigh-in, a mid weigh-in, and an ending weigh-in. And the way you would do that is that there's going to be a group me created, and you would just post your weight with the date on like your cell phone so we could see that it's that date. And obviously this is honesty. Chrissy, I'll give her a big hug for you. Chrissy told me to give you a big hug. So I guess we can hug for Chrissy.
Hi, Chrissy. Thank you.
And so the winner will be announced on the channel. And like I said, it'll be 30 days. And the first place winner, which would be the most weight loss or the best BMI, because I know if a guy wants to be involved, men lose weight a lot faster. But the highest loss of BMI will go to, they'll get 60% of that pot, whatever that is. And the second place will get 40% of the pot. And I'm also going to try to get some donations. So even if it's 4 of us right there, that's already $80. So if it's 5, 100, and so on and so on. So we're going to try to really get it popping. If that's something that you're interested in doing, let me know. And like I said in the comments, or you can email me and I will do that. As far as me getting into, I'm going to try to do more videos of me working out for accountability purposes, and more videos of the food that I'm eating for accountability purposes, because it's really when it comes to so when it comes to this, it's not just about weight loss, it's also about health and wealth and maintenance. So if that's something you guys are interested in, let me know.
We can live long.
Word. And if it's something that you guys would like to see, as far as like me and my mom having a channel, I know Chrissy,
dancing.
Yeah.
Because we're going to work out dance. I ain't into all that heavy shit.
So that's something we could definitely do on the channel. I'm just looking at some of the comments to make sure I didn't lose all of it. But Chrissy had made a suggestion that me and mom should have a channel called Coffee Time, which is super cute. So
that's what's up.
That could be something that we do. And so that's pretty much it that I have for you guys today. I want to make sure I'm not missing or forgetting anything. Okay. But I appreciate all you guys coming and being with Momma Bambina with me. And today, happy Sunday to all of you. I really do love you guys. It's funny how YouTube becomes like this personal, very public journal. But people that really support you and follow you, it's really beautiful.
Because everybody feeling stuff. Everybody. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And it's just a way of people's asking and we answer. That's all I can do. That's all she can do. And we do it together, and we both help each other now. So that's where I'm at with it. So it's on you. Whatever you want, say it, and we'll bring it.
Exactly. Bring it Period. Point blank.
That's all we can
There
do.
was another it was we were going to talk about Megan Thee Stallion, but I did make a video about that. So maybe I'll just chop that video up and send that out some point today. Because I know we're approaching. Do you have a P.O. box? I do. I have to go get the information on it. I'll actually be getting it soon. So as soon as I do, Chrissy, I will put the information in my description, and I'll be sure to let you know. Thank you so much. I'll write that down now so I remember about the P.O. box. And obviously, if you guys want to see anything, or ask anything, you always can do so in the comments or on my email, which is lovebambina2@gmail.com. And of course, like I said, I'll put it in the description box as well. Pat said the diet idea made the room silent, and it's fine. You know, if you're not interested, it's not like I'm trying to force anybody, and it's not that deep. But I just wanted to. It's something I've done before. And
I may not complete it all the way, but it's okay. I'm gonna try. I'm going to try.
I'm about to write it right now. Chrissy Jew. 00 at gmail. All right. Thank you guys so much for your tuning in. I'll try to get that Megan Thee Stallion video up today. Just so we can talk about that a little bit, because Mama is hot and I love her, but there's a lot of chatter and negativity towards her. So I just wanted to chat about that. But hey, Mookie G. We're actually about to get off, darling. And you guys who are on here, hit that bell so you know when I'm going live, because we talk about real stuff here. I want everybody to grow, including us, including you. And I don't want you to ever miss something. So hit the notifications icon, which is the bell, so you know. Like this video if you're just joining us. Subscribe to the channel. Stay subscribed. This year is going to be fantastic. I am determined to make it happen for me. I have been struggling a long time. And
it's time for her.
You know, so you too, Chrissy. Thank you. Also have a blessed day. But I love you guys very much. Spread love. It's the Bambina way. All right. And look for more coming your way. Peace.
All right.
Love you guys.
Good.